a ballet teacher accidentally discovered that there was a dancing prodigy in her class. Unfortunately, this prodigy was a boy. In this small town with conservative values, it was considered a disgrace for a boy to take dance lessons, so the teacher kicked the boy out of the dance studio. But the moment the teacher turned her back, the boy sneaked back in. His distinctive shoes quickly gave him away. Just as he thought he was about to be severely scolded, the teacher tossed him a pair of dance shoes. Yet this simple gesture completely transformed the boy's life. Sean was born into a family of miners. His father and older brother were both low-level miners. In their eyes, a boy had to exude nothing but masculinity. But his mother's passing made Sean's personality soft and timid, and this unusual behavior filled his father with anxiety. To instill some manliness in Sean, his father spent money to enroll him in boxing classes. But Sean had no interest in boxing at all. No matter how patiently the coach taught him, he refused to throw a punch on his own. Just as he was being punished by having to hit the punching bag, Sean was deeply captivated by the ballet class in the adjacent studio. Taking advantage of the teacher's inattention, he sneaked in. However, once discovered, the teacher initially intended to kick him out of the classroom, but upon realizing Sean's extraordinary talent for dance, the teacher decided to keep him. Unexpectedly, after just a brief lesson, Sean displayed astonishing expressiveness. Yet this unprecedented sense of accomplishment made Sean fall completely in love with ballet. On his way home, he was overjoyed when he happened to run into the teacher on her way back. At that moment, the teacher decided to take Sean on as a student. However, while Sean was thrilled, he also found himself in a deep dilemma. If his father found out about this, Sean knew his father would never forgive him. After days of internal struggle, Sean ultimately decided to keep his dancing a secret from his father. He deliberately hid his dance shoes under his bed. From then on, every time he left the house, Sean would wrap the shoes tightly inside his clothes and pretend he was going to boxing practice. He thought this would allow him to pull the wool over everyone's eyes. But little did he know his father had already grown suspicious. To catch up with his classmates, Sean bought a dance book. Whenever he had a spare moment, he would hide in the bathroom to practice in secret. One of the biggest challenges in ballet is spinning. As a result, he often fell into the bathtub while practicing. But even so, Sean never once thought of giving up. On the contrary, he became even more obsessed. His dancing skills improved by leaps and bounds before he even realized it. He thought this secret would never be discovered, but he never could have imagined that a storm was quietly approaching. The boxing coach suddenly came to see Sean's father and told him that Sean hadn't been to boxing practice in months. So his father went to the training center. But as soon as he reached the door, he saw his son dancing gracefully with a group of little girls. His father was instantly furious and yelled at his son to get out. Seeing his father's furious expression, Sean was too scared to say a word and could only obediently follow him out of the dance studio. Once home, the father suppressed his anger and scolded Sean, saying that boys should be learning sports like boxing. At that moment, Sean mustered his courage to explain that ballet is an art form and has never been limited by gender. This was the first time he had ever shouted back at his father. However, his defiance instantly enraged his father, who immediately pinned Sean hard against the wall.